Hello, and welcome to the Sensitive Climber. I am Maya, I am your Taropolitan community host. And today we have a full moon event. So this Sunday, 21st of July 2024, we have a full moon in the astrological sign of Capricorn. We are going to look at the divine feminine, the sun goddesses. We also going to look at numerology, the number 18. It's very funny that the last five lunar events, like full moon and lunar eclipse, we have had these events in with the numerology of 18, five already. And the number 18 in the tarot card is represented by the moon. So we are going to look at different expressions in tarot decks of the same card, the moon. And I'm going to walk you through the different decks and designs. I'm also going to give you a 6 months forecast using tarot. I'm going to use this tarot deck that is lovely from Chris Ann, the Light Seers Tarot. It's modern with a twist. It's a bit, I would say, a bit hippie, very spiritual, and it's a lovely tarot to work with. And also, we're gonna use from the major arcana of the Rider Waite Smith Tarot to complement the 9 cards forecast. And we are also going to enhance or reinforce the forecast with the Moonology Oracle deck. And I'm going to show you how to work with this deck, especially when we're doing forecast. 6 months forecast are ideal when there is a winter or a summer solstice. And I should have done it last month in June when there was the summer solstice. But actually, I'm a bit late. Sorry about that. And we're gonna do August, September, October, November, December, and January forecast. Following that, I'm gonna tell you what's happening in the next month full moon. That is a full moon in the zodiac sign of Aquarius. And that will be the end of this video. Let me put you here the slide. So we are on a full moon in Capricorn. This is the second full moon of the year. Some people, they call it the blue moon, because we have the 12 zodiac signs from the astrological wheel. So we have 12 months, but we have more than 12 full moons. So this is the blue moon in Capricorn. Capricorn as a constellation since ancient times, by Chaldean astrologers, by Babylonians, by Arabic astrologers, they all have in common the same thing, that Capricorn is a hybrid sign. It's a hybrid with half goat and half fish. So Capricorn can definitely go high up in the mountains as it can go along in the deep oceans. That makes Capricorn very versatile. It's true that in astrology, Capricorn is being seen as this sometimes egocentric, perfectionistic, hardworking, very ambitious astrological sign. But I think the true essence is not only my opinion. There is also other astrologers who feels that Capricorn is about freedom. Actually, I was born on Christmas Day. I'm a Capricorn. And all the time when I was listening to this kind of like, oh, ambitious, like a climber and all that, because in modern astrology, it seems more as the goat and not as a hybrid creature. But I really like this view on Capricorn, that Capricorn, all what Capricorn does is for freedom, to be oneself. So with this second full moon in Capricorn, we have a strong opportunity here to revisit, to work, or to redone things that help us to become freer. Now, let's move on with the next. So now here, we have the full moon in Capricorn. The sun is almost done with Cancer. Cancer is a very emotional sign. It's reign or belongs to the moon, actually, to the emotions of the moon, to the security of the family and the friends and the home. And also another point that I want to put across is that Saturn just entered in a retrograde cycle till mid-November. This is important because Saturn is linked to traumas, is linked to difficult things in life that happens, that we have to go through. We have to mature through these difficulties. Is for our own evolution. So we have the light of the sun reflecting on the moon that comes from this nurturing type of vibe going into the moon, and the moon is reflecting the second full moon in Capricorn. And with the Saturn retrograde, here I just want to warn you that maybe at this time we could reopen old wounds. So be careful with that and do whatever you can to heal them and close them up. And okay, so I think I have covered the most important things, the sun, Saturn, that is the Estrella Solaris. There is more things that I could cover, but I think this is enough to see the astrological and astronomical energy of this full moon. Now let's get into the next slide, because now I want to talk. Because this full moon is on a Sunday. Sunday is a day dedicated exclusively to the sun. So I just want to mention 4 of them. I got 2 names, but the other 2 I don't have the names. So, and I want you to see that not always the moon is being seen as a feminine mother, nurturing, divine being, but also as a masculine. And the sun has been also seen as a feminine divine entity, as the mother, actually more than the father. So you can see like these dualities are a bit strict, are a bit, they are not very open. So here we have the first one on the left belongs to the Aboriginal Australian people, and is a sun goddess. Also, in Greenland, the Inuit tribes and culture, they had, or they still believe, I'm not sure, they have a sun goddess. Another one that I have, actually, the name is from the Baltic region, Lithuania, Estonia, the northern countries of Europe. We have Sol. Sol, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but Sol is S-A-U-L. I pronounce it Sol, and in Spanish, Sol means sun. I don't know if it's a casualty of language in different, completely remote regions, but it is like that. And the most popular or famous from all of them is Amaterasu, the sun goddess from the folk Shinto religion in Japan. So this is interesting, no? I find this mythological divine entities worth having a know, especially to bring some energy to the full moon and being the full moon on a Sunday. Now, the next slide, we're going to focus now on the number 18. So like I say in the beginning, today, the numerology for today, 21/7/2024 is 18, what it goes into the number 9. Because we have looked before into the number 9, I thought that this full moon will be good to focus on the number 18. I think on a previous video, I have covered the number 19 that is represented in the tarot by the Sun card. The number 19 is 1 and 9, beginning and end. And what they say as the alpha and omega, the Christic consciousness for the, let's say, the Gnostic or the Christian mysticism. The number 18 is the number 1, what is beginning, and unity or a unit from the total. And the number 8, well, the number 8 is in relation to our capacity for excellence, our capacities, our will, our power, and also is linked to wealth and is linked to prosperity in many cultures. And the number 1 and 8 giving 9, so this is empowering oneself to complete task. If we look in psychology, Carl Gustav Jung used to say that I prefer to be whole than to be good. This is a very interesting thing because the moon, the number 18, is represented in the tarot as the card, the moon. And the moon belongs to the subconscious, to creative process, to inspiration, to romanticism, to poetry, to many things related to this creative side of the soul and the mind and the psyche, because it's also related to divination and many other aspects. So now let me show you. We're going to look at different cards and I'm going to tell you what. So the number 18, the moon in the tarot, here the most, the better known is the Rider-Waite-Smith. And if we compare it to an older card, the Marseille Tarot, this is actually from Fournier, it's the Spanish Marseille version, but it's very, very, very similar. And this is the Rider-Waite-Smith. As you can see, the essence of the card, the symbology, the elements, it have really kept the same. So I'm gonna put this here. So the Rider-Waite-Smith and the Marseille. This is the mythic tarot. What is here we have the moon with the different phases, and we have the Cancerbero from the mythology from the underworld. So this is quite a nice view on the moon card. And here, this is the old tarot path. And here is a lot about reflections. If you see, the moon is the shape of a female, the whole reflection of the moon is almost like the moon is becoming the reflection and the reflection is becoming the moon. It's a beautiful card too from the old path tarot. Here we have the crystal tarot. And the crystal tarot is very artistic, it's very beautiful. Is more romantic in that sense, no? The expression, the feminine expression of the moon, and other symbols and objects, but not really holding on to the old tarot cards. It's a different expression. Then we have Morgan Greer, the Morgan Greer tarot, what the color the lighting in the painting is very beautiful, and it has stayed true to the original tarots. We also have here, this is the Swiss tarot. Remind me a little bit the Lenormand. By the division is made very clearly here that is almost represented two different things. But here it represents something very romantic, what is a serenade. I don't know if you remember Romeo and Juliet or things like that, where always, or romantic scenes from the medieval, where the guy used to come on the full moon and give a serenade to the damsel. Yeah, so this is a very romantic take on the moon. I have seen other cards that the moon is very negative, or the meanings are very negative. Everything, each tarot card got a negative side and a positive one. So, and a neutral one as well. Three faces of the same card. And I think the negative side is when you haven't balanced your personalities, your solar personality, your lunar personality, your feminine, your masculine, your neutral. This is when the moon can be, or you are not real, you pretending, you know, you got this spell. The light of the sun is very direct, it's very realistic, where the moonlight is more mysterious. It's not about reality, it's not about representation, it's more about interpretation rather than representation. So that's why the moonlight is very interesting in this sense. The last card is from Aleister Crowley, and Aleister Crowley have kept a little bit the shapes, the two towers represented by Anubis from the Egyptian religion or mythology, the moon. Okay, the Aleister Crowley is a beautiful, the art from Aleister Crowley is beautiful, but it's true that it's not a simple deck to read with. I think it's more for an initiation, magical, spiritual initiation, rather than to read, you know, daily things that happens. So now that okay, so just for you to have a view of the cards, while I'm preparing the next slide, let me see. So here you can see more of the cards. And the next slide, we're moving on into, so we have the next 6 months forecast. So this is August, September, October, November, December, and January 2025. And by each quarter of the year, we're gonna use numerology and have a seventh card representing the energy of that quarter. The following card on the right corner is about the energy of the following quarter of the year. And then, again, using numerology, we have a final, I call these cards the crown cards. So we have 6 cards represented each month, 1 crown card for each quarter, and the crown card that represents the whole energy for the year. Because I'm going to show you how I do my forecast readings in case you want to have an email reading with me, or you want to have one-to-one phone call reading, or you want to learn, if you know a little bit about tarot and you want to learn how to read for yourself. So normally how I do is I have, as you can see, I have this. By the winter solstice, what I normally do is January with the energy of the 1, February with the energy of the 2, the second month of the year, March the 3rd, April the 4th, May and June. And as I explained before, the crown cards. I also have by the summer solstice till December. So I do July, August, September, October, November, December, in a linear way, because it's chronological, from Chronos, from Saturn, and the crown cards the same. So because we are not on that middle point, we just about past that middle point from the summer solstice till the winter solstice, we are going to do with the months that we are now. So we are almost in the end of July, August, September, October, November, December, and January 2025, and the crown cards the same. The light shears tarot that I love it so much. It's a nice size. It's quite thick, and the art is beautiful. I'm gonna show you in a second. Okay, Jasmine Boland got these lovely Moonology decks and books and diaries that I have used as well. And Moonology, you can use it as a normal oracle to get messages and insights. But in the way I'm going to use it here is different. And I'm going to show you now. Let's uncross our legs and arms. Let's focus on ourselves. What is it that we want to know? Let's focus on our breath, our heartbeat. If we can touch our heart, left for the emotional side, right for the rational side. And we ask, what is it that we need to know for the next 6 months forecast? The Light Shear Tarot is a very nice tarot deck to shuffle. You're gonna see now. Okay, so I'm gonna cut now. And we're gonna put, so for August, we have, let me show you here, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. I really like that you got the name at the top. Will make it easy for reading when you're doing big spreads, if you're going to put cards on top. So we got for August, the Page of Pentacles. With the energy of August, the number 8. I just put it in pencil so I can see better what is happening, no? So the number 8 of August is a value. And the page is almost, the Page of Pentacles is the earth side of the Fool. It doesn't have a number. Yeah, it's the Page of Pentacles, no number. And so here the number 8 is very strong in August 2024. So here is opportunities or potential to earn more money, to have more health, more well-being in general terms. It's an opportunity. This can represent also a new person that could be significant in August to concretize things that belongs to the physical or the material world. So to concretize something. So the potential to concretize something. Because it got the number 8 of August, it make it even more strong. What we were talking today on Capricorn and the number 8, that you're working on your excellence. The number 8 is a good fortune number with the Page of Pentacles. This is potential to materialize something that we are good at. So interesting, no? The following card is September, that is in numerology the number 9. And in September, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Let me put it to the camera. So we have the Ten of Pentacles, again, about material things. And there is the symbol of the Tree of Life. The Ten of Pentacles is about security, stability, real connections with people, people that we enjoy our time and our resources with. So this is about trust as well, the Ten of Pentacles. Also, some people will read the Ten of Pentacles as your health and your well-being. So with the number 9, the 10 and the number 9 of September is the number 19, the Sun. So here, this is a very good time, September. It should be a time where we collect what we have soiled before. This is the results. This is our clear results. So you got a very positive energy, and an energy that is also about playfulness. It's not so much about working hard. It's almost about, oh, I can see the results now. Let me enjoy myself. Let me play a little bit. Let me be a bit more childish. Childish in the good sense of the word. Sorry. So that is for September, and now we're going into October. October 2024, we have the Three of Cups. This is also a beautiful card with the stars there, the colors, the three friends with different symbols at the back. So the Three of Cups is a triangle. In this case, I think it's a friendship triangle that can be very positive. And we have the number 10, and the Three of Cups is the number 13. So here can be the end of a love triangle. Here can be endings and reconnections with new people, or reconnections with people that we haven't heard in a long time. It's definitely rebirth, and it's definitely related to relationships and friendships. Yeah. So that Three of Cups there. And now we have the first quarter, August, September, and October. This, as you see, we have the page that is the number 0, and we have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Cups is the number 13. So this number 13 is represented with the card with no name, but in the Rider-Waite-Smith is called the Death. And since then, most people have called it the Death. So this is let's say, the crown for the next 3 months. And that shows a rebirth, transformational rebirth in the material realms, security and stability in relationships. So pay attention to that for the next 3 months. Now, let's carry on with November. And for November, November is the number 9, and we have the wheel. This is a beautiful card, and we already have a 10 in the reading, 10 and 10. So 10 and 10, 20, the judgment. Let's see if more cards repeats, because when numbers and cards repeat, it means that we have to pay attention, or we have another opportunity or beginnings depending the numbers. So the number 11 and the wheel option is the number 21 at the world. November is a very good month. It's a beautiful month in opportunities that manifest in their totality. So this is a good energy for November. Now, let's see. December 2024, we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is represented here quite contemporary. And the Page of Cups is on an opportunity for love, for a new person, for, I would say, the potential to express our feelings, and the potential to connect with our intuition and our creativity process or inspiration. It's very artistic, the cups in the tarot. So for December, here is a significant moment that it entails a lot of potential, especially for feelings. And now let's see for December 2025. And we have the Four of Pentacles. January, so we just seen with the page, December December got the number 12. With the page, still the number 12, still the hang one. So I think this got the potential for somebody who is going to stay a long period of time in our lives. Somebody who, in let's say, that is more in the personal way. In the professional way, this could be the potential to expressing in a very different way that maybe other people have not done before. And then for January 2025, we have the Four of Pentacles. This is security, stability, investment. And with the energy of the first month of the year, the number one, we have a five, we have the High Priest. We have the number five, we have the High Priest. So January will be good to be very conscious about the money coming in, the money coming out, our expenses, and if it's not about money, about how we want to employ our resources. And as you see, the next 6 months, we have a lot of pentacles, three cards representing the earth, and we have one represented water, two represented water, and the Wheel of Fortune. And this full moon, we have Cancer and we have Capricorn, we have the water and the earth together. So it's very significant with the energy of the full moon of today and the lunar aspects of ourselves. Then for the next crown, as you see here, this is for these 3 months, and we have the 10 and the 4 because the page doesn't have a number like the full. So 10 and 4 is 14, is the temperance. And the temperance is represented in the Rider White Smith as the archangel. The archangel, it also represents connections, but connections that they are or spiritual connections or internet, so they are not physical connections, but also represents the self-healing or the healing card. It's a very spiritual card, and if we think about, we have the number 13 and the number 14. So here is a transformation through a big change, in a transformation that is going to bring peace, that is going to bring harmony, that is going to bring this kind of being in that middle point that is neither hot or cold or, outside of extremities. So we have looked now into the two crowns. So let's recap. August, the Page of Cups. September, the Ten of Pentacles. October, the Three of Cups, that triangle. November, the Wheel of Fortune. December, the Page of Cups. And January 2025, the Four of Pentacles. For these first 3 months, we have the Death card. And for the following 3 months, we have Temperance. And I think this is the next 6 months is about this transcendental change, rebirth, starting from scratch, but also focusing on healing. So, and I really like, this is a good point that we have the death card, and then the following 3 months is the temperance. So there is definitely a healing process. So whatever happens with this Saturn retrograde, we're going to be able to heal from it, to close those wounds for once and for all. And then to finalize the tarot reading, the 6 months forecast tarot reading, we 13 and 14 is 27. 27 is the number 9. So it's represented as the hermit. Oh, the light. As the hermit in the tarot. So the overall energy for the next 6 months is the number 9. So pay attention to accomplish what is it that you want to achieve, your goals. If sometimes means that you have to walk along your path. Remember that the Capricorn energy is about accomplishment, but accomplishments that make us freer is knowing about your shadow, is knowing about certain things in your life are going to make you feel freer, complete. Also, the hermit here, with that combination of the death and the temperance, is really planting new seeds. It's a new cycle. It's preparation for a new cycle. So, and things that have been happening in the last 9 years, there is a change. So so now we complete this reading. We are going to complete this reading with the moon. So in August, we have the Aquarius moon that is show the world, the real you. So the page of, so here we have the page of Pentacles, what is the potential to materialize something with the energy of the full moon in August that is in Aquarius. So show the real you. So here definitely we have an opportunity to show ourselves in the way we want. Then this is for August. So September, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Pentacles with a full moon that is in Pisces. So for this reading, what I do, I actually take the actual card that belongs to that month full moon. In that way, I can see the energy of that full moon. Sometimes also you can do the same with a new moon, or you can do it with both the new moon but then you put a tarot card for each month and the actual full moon for that month, and that gives you even more insights into the reading. So for September, we have the Ten of Pentacles with a Pisces full moon that says balance, spirituality, and practicality. It's almost like don't be just in the clouds, no? Do logical things, but also do imaginative things or creative things or spiritual things. To have a balance between these two is this full moon in Pisces in September. With the Ten of Pentacles, pues, claro, the Ten of Pentacles is about making things real, tangible, substantial. So with the Pisces there, it gives this veil of excitement as well. Quite creative, it's watery. Quite creative and quite intuitively. Then for October, we have the Three of Cups and the full moon is in Aries. And it says a fiery climax approaches. With the Three of Cups, and here I will say that this is more about romances and hooks and it's quite flirtatious, the fiery element with the Three of Cups, watery. It's quite flirtatious this month. And then for November, we have the full moon in Taurus, your dreams, and it says the card, your dreams need a practical plan. You need to ground yourself. But I think with the Wheel of Fortune, I think here is an opportunity or a gift or something that we receive that is going to make us feel more grounded, more comfortable in our home. So, good full moon with this Wheel of Fortune here for November. For December, we're still in 2024, we have the full moon in Gemini in an air sign, And it says, the answers you need are coming. So this is a beautiful Gemini full moon in December, an air sign, and actually complement the page of cups. So opportunities. The page could be somebody who bring us some sort of answer or knowledge that is needed at this time. So pay attention to that. And for January 2024, we have full moon in Cancer. And it says, full moon in Cancer for January 2024, and it says, a personal issue reaches resolution. This is beautiful. So, resolution for something emotional with this Cancer full moon in January, but also for the with the Four of Pentacles, I think it's more about settling down certain emotions and grounding up those emotions. So, and this is the reading for the 6 months forecast. So, I hope you have enjoyed that 6 months forecast. This is how I normally work. I use a lot of the chronological time. I use numerology, and I use also to reinforce the reading. I use also oracles with the tarot cards. And if you want a reading with me, please go to my website www.tarotpolitan.com. And I have also free tarot online readings. If you want a free reading for 3 cards that I have orchestrated myself for you to have the best meanings and messages. I also want to say that, have you noticed, my background have changed. I have managed now to settling down up in a place where I can do the videos, where I can just a dedicated area in my home for making these videos and be more consistent. I have been off preparing the space, preparing the table, and I will be working on this white canvas. Probably I got something in mind that you will see in the next videos. And thank you very much for being here. Thank you for liking, comment. Also, I'm thinking that maybe it's better for now to do these recorded videos instead of the live streams till I'm more prepared, because I have to buy more things, and I also want the community to be bigger and stronger, that you guys are commenting, that you guys are asking questions, so I can tailor these full moon events for yourselves. Also, thank you for subscribing. That is what is going to make this channel bigger and bigger and bigger. I want you all here with me in the full moons. I want you to enjoy this Capricorn full moon. And I see you all, if I don't see you before, I see you all at August full moon in Aquarius. Thank you. Mwah. See you soon. Bye.